Imagine a son, once wrapped in gold, laughter echoing through his father's house. A son who had everything, wealth, comfort, love. But in one reckless choice, he lost it all. Now, in the dust of a marketplace, barefoot, starving, his hands stretched out empty, people whisper, "That's the rich man's son, what happened to him?" This is not just a story of failure. It's a story of pride, fall, and redemption. Welcome to God's Life Vibes, and today we dive into the empty hand, the prodigal son in the Bible. The crowd in the marketplace froze. A boy, barefoot and trembling, stood in the dust with his hands stretched out, empty. His clothes hung like rags, his lips cracked from thirst. People whispered, "That's the rich man's son. What happened to him?" The boy's stomach growled loud enough for all to hear, but no one offered food. His eyes darted between the pigs feeding nearby, their snouts buried in slop. For a moment, he actually thought about joining them. The shame burned his heart like fire. How could the son of a wealthy father, once dressed in gold and laughter, fall so low that even pigs lived better? His name was whispered like a curse, empty hand. And then, out of nowhere, a shadow fell across him. A man's voice cut through the whispers. "Do you still think you can survive without your father?" The boy lifted his empty hands, frozen. And the marketplace gasped. The boy's heart pounded. He turned toward the voice, expecting to see his father. But it wasn't him. It was an old servant, one who had worked in his father's house long ago. His face was stern, his clothes rough, but his eyes pierced like fire. "Your father gave you everything," the servant said. "You demanded more. You wasted it. And now, you are nothing. Do you still believe you can make it without him?" The boy's lips shook. He remembered the night he stormed out, pockets heavy with gold, laughter on his tongue. He had promised himself never to return. Never. But hunger was louder than pride. Still, shame coiled in his chest like a snake. Could he really crawl back home empty-handed? Before he could answer, the servant leaned closer and whispered, "Look behind you." The boy turned. And saw the guards rushing toward him. The boy left the marketplace, weak and hungry, but with a decision in his heart. "I will go to my father and say, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am not worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your servants.'" Step after step, he walked the long road home. His clothes were torn, his feet blistered, and his hands were still empty. But his heart carried a new weight, repentance. While he was still far away, his father saw him. The old man dropped everything and ran. His robe flew in the wind, tears streaming from his eyes. He threw his arms around his son, holding him close. "Father," the boy cried, "I am not worthy." But the father silenced him with a kiss. "Bring the best robe. Put a ring on his hand, sandals on his feet. My son was dead, and is alive again. He was lost, and now is found." And the house was filled with music, feasting, and joy. Family, if this story touched your heart, don't just watch it, live it. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss the next journey of faith. Click like if you believe God's mercy is greater than our mistakes. And share this video, because someone you know is still walking with empty hands and they need to know the Father is waiting. This is God's Life Vibes, where stories bring souls back to life. Thanks for watching.